One verdict. Hot bench.
You claim that there is an enforceable contract that she is to let you stay until December.
Yes, that we had an agreement for me to stay until December, yes.
And despite the fact that she told you she had real problems with letting this person back into the home in any way, you permitted it to happen. Am I right?
To permit a guy coming into the house that's also mine, which I have that house.
Yours? You see, that's your problem. You are a tenant.
Exactly.
It's not yours.
She's a tenant as well.
Hers.
She's a tenant.
She subletted to you.
I know, but she's a tenant just like me. We have equal rights in terms of bringing.
You don't have equal rights.
Just because she tells me I can't.
No, Justin.
Your Honor, does she have a right to tell me who I can and cannot bring?
I ask the questions. You answer them. You don't have the same rights as she does to that particular home, especially when she warned you and asked you and begged you and beseeched you and tried to reason with you not to let this person
She didn't
back.
try to reason, because what I...
So, I could conclude that what you did was put this young woman in jeopardy, emotionally if not physically, and that therefore she had a right to evict you at that very moment.
Judge
Acker?
A lot of what she does...
Stop. You did not have a lease. I'm not indulging that. We're not going to go down that road. You didn't have a lease. In order for there to be an enforceable lease between the two of you, it needs to be in writing. Otherwise, it runs up against something called the statute of frauds. So that's it. I'm not going over that anymore. It doesn't comply with the statute of frauds. It's not in writing. I'm not going to debate that point with you. I'm done with it. Now, as to the rest of it, since you've got no enforceable contract, I got to tell you, after hearing the testimony and reviewing the evidence, I actually think that your complaint is simply another attempt to harass her. I think that your complaint is abusive. For whatever reason, you got in bed one way or another with her ex, and you're ganging up on this woman, and I see that. This lawsuit, to me, is evidence of that. Shameful. So right now, Ms. Lowry, I'd like to talk about your countersuit. One of the things that you claim the plaintiff did is that he took your car without permission. I see a series of text messages dated October 9th where you're asking him, where's my car, where's my car? You need to leave, you're disrespectful. He says to you, you told me I can take your car whenever I want. You dispute that. Tell me the circumstances about when you allege he took your car without permission.
Your Honor, in the past I had let him borrow my car, but he had to pay me per day and let me know ahead of time. He never had any right to take my car. So basically that night was the night that he brought my ex over and he took my car so that he could bring my ex over.
I buy your testimony. The text messages corroborate that. By more than a preponderance of the evidence, according to these messages, you're begging him for the car back. Begging him. In the same way that you're begging for help in your own home, being chased around, half-dressed, with your child, being bullied by these two men. I'm actually disgusted. Did he know your ex before? Why is he so bothered and concerned trying to make sure that your ex... I don't understand. So this ex, this is someone with whom you had a child. You've told us that the relationship was abusive. You have this person out of your life. You then allow the plaintiff to move into your home. He then befriends your ex, brings him into your house, and then I have to watch that nonsense with the two of them ganging up on you in your home. I am outraged. So I am only concerned about your countersuit because I noticed also in these text messages, he says he's reported you to CPS and he's made a lot of threats against you. I buy your testimony. I do not believe text messages. I'm not speaking to you, sir. I do not believe the plaintiff's position that he's allowed to do as he pleases, which is essentially what he says in these messages. He is a tenant. You can't tell him anything. I mean, this lawsuit, the fact that even you have the gall to sue her, it's shocking to me. I don't have any other questions.
Her boyfriend is there as well.
This court is now in recess.
Her boyfriend is there as well.
Get him out of the court.